What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. We are streaming. I think this might be 24 days in a row, 25 days in a row, something crazy like that. But we have been streaming for forever. How is everybody? I know it was a little bit late. I scheduled it for 10. We're like 15 minutes late. Look, I wasn't like dicking around. We got a video in the hopper right now. I don't know if I'm going to post it tonight, if I'm going to post it in the morning. We're going to decide here as we go. But how is everybody doing? It looked like we had a ton of heads in the chat just waiting for me to get live here. But how is everybody? How are we doing? How is chat doing? How is everybody's Sunday going? How is everybody? Good evening, good afternoon. How is everybody? How is everybody? We got hella heads in here. We've been grinding all day long. No days off in August. Nobody's working harder than us in August. What do we got here? What do we got here? We got heads, huh? We got heads. We got Brock in here telling me about his MLB team. We'll talk about that in a second. What's going on, brother? What's going on? What else we got? What else we got? You guys were all just sort of talking amongst yourselves in here, huh? We got J.E. in here. Who else we got in here? We got Henry in here. We got Kid. We got Pionio. We got Cheetah Piss in here. We got Alex Stamey. How is everybody doing? We got Ty Kenny. You guys are coming in with all kinds of energy here. We got Among Us in here. We got Augustus Wetzel. What's up, brother? D-Generation X. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys know when I put this shirt on, it's time to get down to business. It's time to get down to business when I throw this shirt on. Your shirt vintage or is it modern? I really couldn't tell you. Thanks for all the help, Mr. August. Drafted from the fifth spot in the home league. You went Cup, Bijan, T, Brees. Oh, my goodness. You bodied that, dude. We know you're always grinding. Thank you, brother. Home league video? No, not quite yet. Not quite yet. My boy's working on that right now. People are saying the mic is cutting in and out. Is that any better? Let me know. Let me know. You got Chase at 5 tonight? Good lord. We got Berto in here. We're almost still in the womb when D-Generation X was reigning supreme, possibly. People got home league drafts coming up here. Home league drafts coming up. We got George Ali. That's an OG in the chat. How are we? We got Gavin. What's up, Ron? New Patreon sub. Let's go. Or sub. Let's go. All right, so I think we got Pigeon 30 Gaming. What's going on, fellas? You said you killed your home league draft because of your ADP. So glad I joined the Patreon. Thank you, man. I'm glad that you went crazy. Screen printed tagger. No, I bought this off Etsy. I'm not really quite sure. Where's the white shirt? You tell me, brother. All right. So people are saying the mic is fine. All right, let's do a draft, huh? The whole reason I hopped in here was to hop into an underdog draft. I'll probably do a BBM. And we'll see what happens here. Because, again, I don't want to take too long on this stream. Because I'm debating posting a video when we're done here. I wanted to get 2 videos. Because it's more of a home league draft depending video. And I imagine, especially on the West Coast. Well, it's like 7:30 on the West Coast. I imagine some people have drafts coming up on the West Coast and stuff. I did want to get it out as soon as possible. So that you guys could use it if you have any home leagues coming up. But I guess it's also like pretty late. I could just post it in the morning. I don't know. I'm still back and forth on what I want to do with that video. But it's currently in the hopper right now. It's pretty much my favorite draft target in every single round of fantasy drafts. I do think the algorithm is so hot right now. I might be able to post that at 11:30 or whatever whenever we wrap up here. And it might not really matter just because, you know, any fantasy football video is kind of getting pumped through the algorithm right now. But I also don't want to waste the video and it flops because nobody watched it because I posted it at like, you know, 2 a.m. But let's see. Let's see what we're going to hop into here today. Damn, I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I'm not even going to lie. I was looking to see if we had a $500 draft available right now, but it seems like they're all full. I'd love to do some more high stakes on Underdog, but I don't think that that's going to be an option for tonight. So thank God. I was going to see if it was full, and just sort of draft there and surprise you guys, but people are saying the mic is all right. Wow, we already got 215 people in here, and we haven't even started the draft, man. You guys are going crazy. New Jersey rep in the house. What's going on? What's going on, Michael? How are we? What's for dinner? We had some chicken pad thai. We made up for earlier. We got Mike Murray in here. What's going on? So I was happy to see so many members when I joined the Patreon this week. The boy deserves it. Yeah, I do really, really appreciate all the patrons out there. We actually have a giveaway to do tonight for the patrons that I should probably set up right now. Or should I set it up after the draft? I'll set it up after the draft. But I've been planning to do a 1,000 patron giveaway. We're like sort of steamrolling towards 2,000 patrons, which is just fucking insane. Like, you guys have been going crazy. I'm glad that the feedback has been so great on the rankings and stuff. Next year, I might look into, upgrading and making like a PDF and like an actual sort of draft guide. But I feel like a lot of you guys on the Patreon, like, you guys see it, like, they're up to date. I'm updating them every time we have a Judy, a JSN, whenever these injuries happen, or Jacob's coming back from camp. And like the more things I have to do, update like a PDF document and then email that out to everybody, the tougher it is to keep everything as up to date as possible. So we'll see. But I'm glad everybody likes it. You said feel like most of us killed our home leagues with Ron's rankings. Good shit, everyone. Yes, sir, man. Love to see it. How was your weekend? It was good. A lot of work, but yeah. Do you have a Zach Wilson jersey? I do not. I never bought one because I kind of know what the deal is. But okay, so we have a super chat. We'll read the super chat and then we'll do a draft here. You said 12-team 3-sheet receiver, Dak, CMC, rate. These are always so tough, but Dak, CMC, JT. So you got a little double hero going. I don't know how many wide receiver and flex spots, but Ridley, D-Hop, London, Hawkinson, JSN, Cook, A-Chain, Daniel Jones, Jaden Reed. Yeah, that's a 2 wide receiver, 1 flex team. That's sweet. The sweet squad. You said my rankings won you bank last year. I gotta really like take a picture of all these and like make them testimonials for the rankings. I don't really do testimonials or like post them anyways, but I'm glad you guys have been liking the rankings so far. But what we hopped on here to do is one, talk football, reconnect with the viewers. I do love spending time with you guys. I will be honest, I'm not the most active guy of all time when it comes to answering comments. Like, I was answering comments on today's video for a little bit once I posted, but I promise it's not because I don't care. I read every single comment. Somebody commented on the first video we've ever posted the other day, and I read it. I read all the comments. I just don't respond to all of them because I do feel I'm putting all my time and effort into making videos for you guys, to be real with you. So it is tough to like go through, answer all the comments, but like I connect with you guys through these live streams. We're streaming every day. Anybody that wants to ask me a question or say what's up or whatever, like, we're doing it here. I don't know. I always feel guilty because I'm like, man, I don't respond to a ton of comments, but again, it's not because I don't read them or because I don't fuck with the viewers, of course, but it's just it's just where we're at. But what's this white thing across the bottom? Pause. All right, so so I'm all over the place today, fellas. I'm all over the place today, dude. But make sure you check out. Make sure you check out Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code RON. We're gonna hop into a draft right here. It is the best ball platform in the entire game. It's the best way to prepare for your home league. I imagine a lot of you guys have home leagues coming up here, and Underdog has real money, live updating ADP. It updates every single day. There's real money on the line. Everyone's 18 plus, 21 plus. The ADP for a lot of those mock draft sites, they're all garbage. You can hop on Underdog, do a couple like these. If you want to hop in the small stuff, right? You can hop in the 12-person $3 entries and just get a feel for what the ADP is, because a player like Christian Watson's a 4th rounder on Underdog. He's going to go in the 6th round in your home league. So it kind of just conditions you to the values of your home league. We'll have a link in the description, the live chat, the comment section down below. You click that link. It'll take you to Underdog Fantasy. It'll use promo code RON. When you use promo code RON, it'll match your deposit up to $100. You can hop in these drafts with us. Again, we are drafting every single day until week 1 kickoff, which I'm not even sure how many days that's in, but it's getting pretty close here. So make sure you check it out. Best ball platform. You draft these teams. You can prepare for your league, and then it's no setting lineups, no waivers, no trades. It's just drafting the team. So with that being said, let's hop in to Best Ball Mania. If anybody wants to hop in with us, I'm going to click enter. It's not going to get us in there. I'm going to click one more button, and that'll get us in there. Okay, so get ready. If anybody else wants to like sort of hop in here and hop in this draft with us, it's going to be a lot of competition. I don't know how many of you guys are going to get in here, but here it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. I hope that... Oh, we got some open spots. We got like 5 open spots. I hope that some of you guys got in here. I really don't know. We have things pinned. Does everything look good? Oh, damn, you guys are seeing from my end right now. But yeah, things are pinned. Everything looks good. All right, we're picking from the 6 spot? Okay, I feel like I don't have the 6 spot that often. Flox Kryptonite, that's a pretty funny name. Let me know if any of you guys are in here. I'm curious. So let's pop this out. Let's get everything looking good for you guys here. Want to make sure that we are looking good, feeling good, playing good, all of the above here. And then does the draft room look okay? Let's actually zoom out. Let's actually zoom out a little bit more here. Let's go 110. I always go 110, but I always try 215. Or not 215, but I try. All right. Think that'll play. I think that'll play. All right, so let's actually start answering some stuff. My bad there, fellas, but what do we got going on, man? What do we got going on? Let me know. Chubb for Garrett Wilson? I probably would, but it depends on like running back scarcity in your league settings. It's really close. They're in the same tier. I might just stay pat there. Like it's a pretty even exchange there. I have them probably like a couple ranks apart. Garrett Wilson to the moon, bro. I mean, we talked about that yesterday. We were trying to explain the good word of why Garrett Wilson is like a borderline top 8 wide receiver already. Pierce, Mingo, Samuel, Osborne, Shaheed, Mims. Can you pick 2? Mims and Mingo by a shit ton. You got Gibbs in the 4th. My God, that's a dream, dude. You said in your ESPN ADP is crazy. You can just like, and the thing is that you practice in those mock drafts, and if you actually have sharp league mates, like it's tough. We got Ian Benjamin. He's still rapping in these live chats. I thought I ended you last time, man. I thought I dropped the mic on you, my boy. We got Brock in here. What's going on, man? 6 spot does equal Bijan time, assuming this guy goes with Cooper Kupp. And he goes Cooper Kupp. Okay, so it is Bijan time. You guys predicted that correctly. I want to jam as much Bijan Robinson as we can over these final weeks. I will say, man, we are through a lot of drafts at this point, fellas. We are through 313 at this point. And it's like the flattest my exposures have ever been. But Bijan's at 12.5% right now. So that's a lot for a first-round pick. But I do want to start hammering him. I'd be down for him to get to like 15%. Again, your average is like 8.3%. So that's high. It's just tough to get a first-rounder much higher than that. But anytime he's there at 106 and these exact top 5 are gone, I'm spamming Bijan down the stretch here. Not that anything's really changed, but I just kind of look at where my exposures are at right now. You said you have the 6 in your home league. I'm thinking Bijan. All right, so this will be good to show you guys. Favorite drafting spot in a 12-man league? Probably top 5, just so I can get one of those elite guys. Like, my top 5 is this exact top 5. Honestly, outside of Jefferson, Chase, 1, 2, you can have the rest in whatever order you like. But I would love to have one of those top 5. Now, I will say in a more casual league, you could talk me into a back-end pick. Because, like, pick 10 in a home league that's, like, casual, you might have your choice between, like, Kupp and Bijan. So it really depends on your league. We got Cheddar in here. What else we got? Should you buy running backs like JT and Breeze? I don't really, like, once I draft my team, I'm not really trading. Okay, so we have some super chats I have to get to here. I appreciate the super chats, by the way, fellas. 110 in my home league is 10 spot unfavorable in a 12-team league. No. Like I just said, you might have, like, Kupp fall to you. You might have Bijan fall to you. And I'd also am, like, more than fine taking Diggs, Lamb, Pollard, or like Amon-Ra St. Brown and just seeing what gets back to you. Anything weird happen in this draft so far? No. Amon-Ra St. Brown at the 10, but that's kind of commonplace right now. Super chat from Mark Cleveland. Who should I take at the 8th spot? Robinson, Pollard, or Chubb? I got Robinson there. Any ideas on who you'd be looking for in the second round of a 10-teamer? Not to keep redirecting people to the video we posted today, but I kind of covered that in today's video. I would say, like, in the second round, I'm looking at, I mean, I'm going to be in a similar spot to you, and I'm not even in my draft room, and we have 24 seconds to make a pick. But, yeah, this is Waddle for me. Like, I don't really like Waddle. Waddle's, like, the guy I draft here, but in a perfect world, Mark, I'd want one of, so what, you're picking at you said in the ace spot. Yeah, so you're going to be in the range of, like, I want Garrett Wilson, Lamb, Devontae, Saquon, Pollard, any of these guys to get back to you there pretty much. I think that kind of answered what you're asking there. Wow, so Jacobs is going to be a late second now. Yeah, Cup fell into the second round in your home league today. It's not surprising. In my league, I'm hoping for late picks for falling value. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I prefer the top 5 in sharp leagues, but if you're in a softer league, you can go crazy. We got Rowan in here. What's going on, man? You just had your draft from the 103. You got Bijan, Wilson, Jacobs, Hall, Fields, DJ Moore, and Waller. Yeah, I mean, that's just insanity. You have pick 11 in your home league, hoping for Cup or Bijan to fall, but I'll probably aim for Lamb or Sun God. Yeah, that sounds about right. Full PBR, Jamar and T-Law or Herbert and Diggs. That's actually really close. That's really close, but probably Jamar. Probably Jamar. Anything else I'm missing in this draft? I'm trying to get, you said, how'd your MLB teams do? You got screwed? I don't know. I haven't checked them. I think I have one singular team that advanced. I think that's what I got right now. One singular team that made it through. I highly doubt. Oh, shit, Brock. Is it done? Is it finalized? I'll show you in a second, but it looks like it's advancing, dude. How much more do I have to sweat, Brock? How much more do I have to sweat? Key me in. Key me in. What else we got in here? Beason doesn't scare me. Ritter and the Falcons do. I mean, we've seen a lot of running backs with bad QBs be fine. If Pollard fell to you, would you have gone double RB? I would have in a heartbeat, and I would have been contemplating hitting the gritty if that happened to me. Pairing A.J. Brown with Chase is still really nice, though. Yeah, pretty much what I've been saying, Rowan. Anything weird happening in this draft? I do want to make sure I'm not getting caught up. I mean, Josh Jacobs goes in the late second, but that's kind of just where he's settled at this point. Ridley's now firmly a 2-3 turn guy. Yeah, nothing weird or out of character so far that I can tell. Yeah, nothing looks off here. Pollard at 201 is fine. Feels like a great price on Saquon there. I'll say that. Wow, CD Lamb at 204 is actually crazy. A Diggs Lamb star is beautiful. I feel like TD Vulture is a guy who's been in this chat a couple times, but I'm not quite sure. And then we're just going to take highest player that's on this list here. We'll go Mark Andrews. He just gives us a positional advantage. You also have the Miami Dolphins versus Ravens Week 17 game for a little mini correlation. And I just like Andrews. Anytime that he's there in the mid third, I feel like he's super undervalued. Like, I would have him as like I would have him as like as early as like a late second. If Kelsey's the 107, Andrews shouldn't be all the way back here as like the number one option in what should be a really good passing offense this year. Could lead the league in receiving touchdowns. I firmly believe that. Brock, tell me what we're cooking with right now. I'll show this just for a second, fellas. Tell me what we're cooking with, Brock. Best ball. Look at this, dude. Come on. I'm advancing right now. That's actually crazy. This is, for anybody that doesn't know, this is on Underdog. I'll do some other sports sometimes, but this is our baseball team right now. This is one that had, like, DeGrom. Come on, tell me that this thing's alive, Brock. You can feel free to, like, pause it and look through. I don't want to take away too much from the draft, but that's exciting that we're advancing right now, and you're saying that this is pretty final. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, so let's go back to this draft. 7 picks away. Just make sure that this is the way that I want it to look. Yeah. All right, so this looks good. Wow, we have 447 people in here. Just 77 likes. Make sure you get that in there. Leave a like. It helps the channel out a ton. How much money have you staked in high stakes draft? Oh, you don't want to know, El Jefe. You do not want to know, my brother. But it is a lot. It is a lot. I'll tell you that much. What else we got? Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. Someone put respect on my MLB team, dude. I'm an MLB thought leader now. Come back to the channel in the spring, and we'll have fantasy baseball advice. What's an SNG? What the hell is an SNG, man? SNG, man. Draft alongside you in an SNG. Am I an idiot? Draft alongside you in an SNG using the rankings. I guess I still can't figure out what an SNG is. Like a PDW on Black Ops 2? Got him. I'm here all night, fellas. I'm here all night. Alright, so I hate everything here. We're going to go Brees Hall. A little modified double hero RB sort of setup here that I have been doing recently. What else we got? Gibbs has been a fourth lately. I don't know about that, man. I mean, you got the 312 in this room. Don't be surprised we love you. It still is shocking to me. Yeah, O'Neal, Cruz, and DeGrom would have been pretty crazy. You'll hit the gritty if Ron drafts Madison. Ron's getting too popular. Can't have him infiltrating my homies. People say that, but it's still so crazy. Like, dude, if you ask your buddies outside of Matthew Berry, ask your 11 buddies in your home league if they know who JJ Zacharyson is. And like maybe one or two of them will know. And that's no slight at all to JJ Zacharyson. It's just like most guys in your home league just don't really care. Like they don't do the research. Like I guess maybe they'll see a guy on TikTok or something. Like that's about the extent. Like you'd be surprised, man. Or if you like, do you know about Pat Crane and what he did in Underdog Fantasy? They'd be like, I don't know. But like Pat Crane's like kind of a giant in the space. I'm trying to think, but it's just like you could even ask your home league. Like if I could ask my home league right now, like if you're a certain age, and I was like, do you guys know who the fantasy footballers are? And again, this is no slight to the fantasy footballers, but I think like I think probably like 8 of the 12 would probably be like, who the hell is that? I don't know. Let me know if there's a similar vibe to your shit, because I don't think that there'll ever be a time where like I get to a mainstream point to the point where like everybody, or maybe a guy or two in your league picks it up, and that might be a problem for you. But it's nothing against what you said here. Rowan's a boy of ours in the chat, but it is pretty funny that it's like, oh, I hope that my homie doesn't find you. It's like, if they did, would they even really care? I don't know. Oh, sit and go. My bad, fellas. My bad. I was about to ask what attachments you got on there. Mr. March, I do love college basketball, man. I do absolutely love college basketball. What else we got in here? I hit the gritty if Hall gets back to at the 5. Oh, we took him in the 4th, my boy. That's the issue. So Alexander Madison went in at the 45. God. Respect. Respect, man. I can't get there. I can't get there, but hey, man. Respect. Respect. That's all I can really say. Wow, we're almost at 500 viewers here. I do really appreciate you guys all being in here right now. Yeah, we're insanely niche. We are like insanely niche. Yeah, exactly. Madison, especially in these BBMs when it's a tournament, super, super difficult. You said Gainwell went at 40. Oh my God. I'm telling you guys, these are $25 to enter, but I'm telling you, these rooms are as soft as they've been since these opened in like May. The softest they've ever been. Kenneth Gainwell at 45, Madison at 45, or Kenneth Gainwell at 49. Who's on the board here? Let's go Ayuk. I like Ayuk here. I'm fine with this. Feels like the last wide receiver in a tier. I debated Justin Herbert there, but you know, we only have one wide receiver through 4 rounds at that point. I'd rather just take another wide receiver. Again, I do think Herbert would have been a nice play there, though. Yeah, Limit 16 is insane. You said your older brother still buys fantasy football magazines? Dude, we used to have a family trip every summer. It was like every September, where we had to stop doing it because it interfered with me playing football as a kid. But like as a little kid, we would go to Disney World every like it'd be like the first week of school. Honestly, it was sort of crazy for my parents to have us go to Disney World early on like that. And it would be like the first week of school, but that first week of September, Disney World would be like not a ghost town, but it'd be so dead that like you could hop on all the rides. Like, it was the best time to go to Disney World for a little kid. But every single time, like it was honestly a tradition where every single time that we went to Disney World at the airport, every time I pick up some sort of fantasy football or like football magazine to read on the plane. So I kind of have a nostalgic love for fantasy football magazines. I'd love to eventually, I would love to eventually drop one. Like that's a weird aspiration, but I don't know. Man, we flickered at 500 there for a second. Jeez, dude. Yeah, Gainwell at 49 is insane. Yeah, only two of my friends knew the fantasy footballers and plenty play fantasy. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. A lot of guys play fantasy football and they just like don't look in. They don't really watch content or anything. Yeah, hit the like button, helps the boy out a ton. College basketball, IU hoops may be back. I feel like you always say this, but I do like them. That was a Ken Walker misclick. Oh, are you the guy, Pete? I don't think this draft's getting tossed. I've seen weirder things not get tossed. My draft is tomorrow. I'm taking 5. 12-man PPR. What are the odds Trace falls to me if the league is super soft? Say 20%. 30 IDP players, dude. Get out of here, bro. I could never. I don't. Look, we don't like to yuck others' yum on this channel, is what I will say. But good lord, you couldn't pay me to play in an IDP league. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, fellas. I will say though, the alt 22 thing that PFF has been doing does look interesting, but like IDP and like doing that on sleeper and stuff, not for me. Not for me. But hey, man. Number one breakout and number one bust this year. Number one bust, dude. People love. We've been talking about a lot of running backs busting early and often in these recent videos. But number one breakout is probably Breece Hall. If not Breece Hall, I like Rashad Bateman as a nice breakout candidate. And then a bust, someone that's just going to bust all over your team. Just make it so that your other league mates just... the other league mates just come in your face and just taunt you for drafting all these busts all over your team. All these stupid busts. Probably Najee Harris. Najee Harris is probably the most likely guy to bust all over your team. All right, I probably got to chill here. I hope that nobody has this on in their living room. I hope that your mother's not around. If she is, you should not let her catch a glimpse of the man on the screen. But we got to make up ground at wide receiver eventually. But I kind of hate everything that's on the board here. Let's actually go J.K. Dobbins. We have some like Baltimore stacks going on. I've been liking doing... Here's the thing. So I've been talking a lot about the running back dead zone in our videos, right? And I believe it's still very much alive and well in your home league, right? Where like J.K. Dobbins could be like a 4th round in your home league, and a lot of these guys get pushed up. But on Underdog, it's very much the case that the running back dead zone is dead, and I think it's overcorrected in Underdog, right? So this is not for your home leagues, you know, those kind of drafts, even high stakes drafts. The dead zone's very much alive. But if you're going to give me pick 67 J.K. Dobbins there, I'm not going to sit there and take Jahan Dotson's a fun year 2 breakout wide receiver. But man, taking him over a guy in J.K. Dobbins you can like project to be a good running back with tons of upside and a good offense, it feels tough. So I've been trying to recently get really out there with like early running back builds, hammer some of these dead zone guys, because we're going to have another Josh Jacobs that you can get in like the 7th, 8th round on Underdog, and he crushes. So those are my thoughts. So if you guys are watching these streams lately and you're like, damn, like Ron's not following his own advice, he's taking a lot of these dead zone running backs, it's because on Underdog Fantasy, things are just a little bit different. I think that the ADP is so efficient that, you know, you can take running backs. A lot of pauses in the chats. A lot of pauses in the chat. Watching my little sister. Thanks, Ron. Oh, damn. Chilling in the living room. But how is everybody? That did get a little weird. That got a little weird. I'm sorry, fellas. I'm sorry. Ayo's in the chat. That is my bad. But what else we got? What I don't even remember what I was talking about. Najee will be working at Arby's by Christmas. I'm not that down on him. It's just like, dude, early third in these home leagues for Najee Harris is like ridiculous, man. That is heinous use of your third-round pick. Like, imagine taking Najee with like any of Josh Allen, Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Andrews, T. Higgins, Calvin Ridley, Olave. I'm not even taking him over Gibbs. I'm not taking him over Lamar. Like, it's just a really tough spot, man. It's a really tough spot. Wow, we do have over 500 in here. Holy shit, dude. These Sunday night streams are something else, bro. Like, you guys are going insane. You guys do say 60 likes. We have more than 60 likes. It's not updating for you guys, but we also only have 136. So leave a like. It does a ton for the channel. It really, really does. It really, really does. Just trust, man. Man, these streams are crazy, dude. I am very, very thankful. We've been streaming every day, and it, like, there was a world out there where we streamed every day, and we committed ourselves to streaming every day, and just, like, nobody came out, you know? And it just could have been, like, super, super dry, super boring, and just, like, me trudging along. But you guys made it really fun. Like, there's a lot of people in here, a lot of things to talk about in the chat, a lot of people to make laugh. I would have loved Trevor Lawrence to make it back to us there. Damn. And then we kind of can make up wide receiver depth here. I like JSN, but I already have a lot of JSN. We're going to go Pittman. I've been wanting to take more Pittman. We already have a ton of JSN. Like, I think that you could have gone either way there. But I think on this team, we kind of just need instant producers. So we took Pittman there. And I like kind of the upside of getting a Richardson stack, like, around this pick. How high is too high for Fields? I'm cool taking Fields in the back half of the fourth. Anything earlier than that is probably a little rough. Bro, to pause to think of the most out-of-pocket way to phrase it. Sanders or Dobbins? Dobbins by a lot. Is a full rookie bench a bad call? No. Just a ton of upside. And then you can... the thing about rookies, too, I think it's underrated, is it's very clear early on when you should be cutting these guys. Like, a rookie could get cut, not be on the active day roster, and then it's just very easy from there to cut them and add those, like, you know, waiver wire targets. Who are your favorite QBs to pair with Richardson? I don't know. I'm not too particular on who I pair with Richardson, but I guess like a high flourish. In best ball, it's kind of whoever, but in a managed league, if you're taking upside swings late, like I like Daniel Jones with him. But you could also go with like Kirk, Rodgers, Geno. What else we got? Ron going Hollywood? Never, dude. You'll never see me sell out, man. 500 here for Ron's dirty talk. Yeah, dude. People caught me at a bad time, man. people caught me at a bad time. You said been lurking for a couple years now. Best content out there. Thank you, man. Should I keep Kelsey in the second or Nuke Hopkins in the 9th? PPR Superflex League. An extra flex spot. Oof. I think I'm Kelsey there. I usually take whoever's the best value, but I think I got to go Kelsey there. The RBs drop off big time after or during round 4. Home leagues love RBs. Yeah. Should I get a backup QB? Why not? If you have a stud one, you just rather a lottery ticket on your bench. You know, like a handcuff guy starter can go down and you can go crazy. Mike Williams, Lockett, or Ayuk. Probably Mike Williams for me, but it's close. We got Tom Anderson in here. What's going on, my boy? This is somebody who's this is one of my boys in my home league that's going to be in that draft video. I don't know when our draft party video is coming out. The editor's dealing with the footage now. Sometime this week is what I'll say. Absolute latest is next Sunday, but I think we'll have it out before next Sunday. So just be on the lookout for that. It should be a really good video. I think we captured some gold on film. Like I was looking back through some of the footage. Like it's very funny. I think it's well done. It's well done except for the part where Tom drafted a shitty-ass team. That's really the issue. But I'm just trolling. Tom, don't say too much about the draft because I don't want to spoil any of the picks. You know I'm messing. You know I'm messing, bro. Come on, man. Fields looked so bad yesterday. I don't really care much about preseason. So what you doing? I'm here drafting, my boy. We got a super chat from Real G Squared. The Real G Squared. What a name, brother. You got Saquon. You got Saquon, Adrian Brown, CDT, Higgins, Brees, Ramondre. I mean, what the hell, dude? People were drafting 2 QBs in the first 10 rounds. Am I screwed? No, you're not screwed. You are not screwed. I don't know who your QB is. You didn't tell me who he was, but if that's the way the rest of your team looks, you could field Kenny Pickett and probably be fine, man. You're going to do weekly ranks? Yes, sir. That'll be on the Patreon. I might do weekly. I got to talk. I don't know what I'm going to do for weekly videos yet. Right now, I am in the talks with a certain injury analyst in the space. Like, would you guys like... I'm debating doing a Saturday show where every Saturday we post a video where we go through players, like the most important players dealing with injuries and kind of how we feel about them heading into like game day on Sunday. So you guys can have like the best like last minute injury updates on like who you should start, who you should sit, how, you know, kind of the most recent update on some things like who's going to play, who's not going to play. Let me know if you guys would like that, because I know I don't want to have a guest on and have you guys not like the guest. I can't say who it is just yet that we're talking about or talking with behind the scenes, but would you guys like that? We would just have him on. He'd be like a weekly guest, where we'd have him on, you know, we could give it like the first month of the season and just try how it goes. We have him on every Saturday. We talk through the players who are injured and just get you guys ready, because like Saturday's such a tough day. Like I can't do rankings that day, right? Like nobody cares that day about really anything besides injuries. So just something I was thinking about. When is girlfriend reveal? Dude, when I fucking get one, dude. Like, we got blue in here. I love you. I love you too, brother. I do, man. I really do. You guys are the best. How would you like to start for a 10-man? Chase, St. Brown, Waddle, Taylor, Lamar. I mean, God, like that's, you crushed it, man. Like you crushed it, dude. I know it's a 10-man, so it's like, But how would you like to start for this 10-man for pick 2? Chase, St. Brown, Waddle. I mean, yeah, dude. You crushed that. The Vietnamese guy. Thank you for the super chat. But you absolutely murdered that. You said your lips are sealed. Good stuff, Tommy boy. I think Tom crushed it in some of his confession cam footage, too. So be on the lookout for that. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so pick 102. We were talking about going potentially Anthony Richardson. Let's go Anthony Richardson. Why not? We'll stack him up with Michael Pittman. Kind of a luxury pick there. You could have talked me into going Treylon Burks, but I did really want a QB there, and I don't think that Richardson was going to make it back. Wait, ADP of 99, there's no way he was coming back to 115. We already have wide receivers through the flex +1, I believe. No, we don't. We have wide receivers through the flex. And then we'll be at +1 through 10 if we get a wide receiver here. So we're looking okay. We're looking all right. People are saying they'd like injury updates. Okay, bet. Dr. James Andrews live every Saturday. I don't think that's not who I got. I don't know who James Andrews is. Or is that no, I don't know who that is. We got a super chat. Another one from the Real G Squared. Thank you, man. We only did the first 12 rounds. I just picked up Jordan Love, but also have Dameon Pierce. Yeah, I mean, you could always trade for a quarterback. You could always trade for a QB, but you can also do whatever. Like your team's so stacked, I wouldn't be too upset about it. Even if you're punting it early on, at QB, guys are gonna have to drop QBs as injuries come by and waiver wires come around. Like by like week 4, week 5, I think you'll like who you can stream. Is Jordan Love like literally the best QB? You said you only did 12 rounds. That is interesting. And then what? You just like waiver claimed the rest, or you're finishing it later? All right, bet. I'm glad that people are saying that they'd like that, because I didn't want to go through the hassle of like talking with this guy, sort of like seeing if he'd be good, seeing like I want to make sure that there's interest there too. I don't want to just shove a video you guys don't want down your throats, but here we are. What else we got in here? Damn, you guys are killing it with super chats today, man. I do really, really appreciate it, dude. I really do. At the 102 in a 14 team league, half PPR, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. Would you go CMC or Chase? JJ expect a RB hungry room. You could talk me into McCaffrey there if you think that no running backs make it back and you're not comfortable with 0 RB. But personally, if it was me, I would go Jefferson or Chase. But I don't fault you for going McCaffrey, if that makes sense. It depends what you're comfortable with. Kind of off topic, but anyone using YouTube TV to watch games this year? I actually always use YouTube TV, and it does pretty okay. I will say we splashed all the way out. Honestly, really just I could write it off as a business expense at this point, but like Sunday Ticket, Red Zone, all of that stuff. So we will see how good it is. I will say when you're streaming, it's a little bit tough. The streaming sometimes can lag, which is annoying, but for the most part, it's pretty good. Thinking of what QB to get with Richardson today. Oh, man, so Tua is gone. When did Tua go? Before we could really... Yeah, we weren't taking over Elijah Moore. Let's think. Njoku, Geno... We're going to go Nico Collins here. We'll take a little upside wide receiver. Why not? It's kind of that time of the draft where we need to start hammering them. Cannot wait for Red Zone. Oh, yeah, dude, me too. You have another super chat from Antonio M. Rossello. What's going on, my boy? 10-team, half PPR, 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, 2 flex. Lawrence, JT, J.K. Dobbins, A.J. Brown, Lamb, Amon-Ra, Watson, Hopkins, Freiermuth, Pacheco, Bateman. I mean, what the hell, dude? Yeah, I mean, it's a 10-teamer, so I don't want to get too crazy about it, but I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, your QB is nice. Freiermuth is like the last of a tier at tight end I'd be fine with. 3 wide receiver and 2 flex league. Brown, Lamb, Amon-Ra, Watson, Hopkins, plus Bateman, Gabe Davis through the flex. I mean, yeah, dude, you got +2 through the flex. Like, this is sweet. That's a perfect team, man. Like a hero RB. Yeah, I mean, that's a perfect team. I love that. You said Dobbs in the 10th is such a good pick. I don't have a ton of Dobbs this year, but I'm open to the idea of him being good. Like, showing anything at all last year as like a day 3 guy. Year 2 breakouts in the cards. Kincaid startable week 1. I'd probably like to see him play first and start more of a higher floor, like Hunter Henry type option, but it's whatever. Red Zone's cocaine for fantasy fans, pretty much. Can you still just get Red Zone, or do you need YouTube TV? I'm not quite sure. Have you announced the giveaway winners yet? No, we're going to do it as soon as we're done with this draft. We're going to announce the giveaway winners. I just have to set up a wheel with like 1,000 names on it, so hopefully that's not too difficult, but yeah. He said, about to start a fancy channel so I can get that YouTube TV write-off. Dang, didn't know about that. That's one of the perks. I have to get smarter about submitting expenses. The 2022 game plan was keeping expenses as low as possible. And Big Brother will bang you over the head if you just report to them a bunch of profits with not a ton of expenses, so... Starting to figure out the business side of things. You mentioned how strats switch up for shallow leagues, but do you think there's a best strat for half PPR 10-team, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex league? I had the 6th pick. No, there's not really one best strategy. I would say probably hero RB or double. I wouldn't go 0 RB there. And you could make the case that, or not make the case, but you should be targeting elite QB, elite tight end a lot more often in a room like that, is what I'm trying to say. Juwan Johnson's a league winner. I don't know about league winner, but he's somebody that I am drafting. CJ is looking like a dog today. Who's CJ? We got Rob Schrouder in here. What's going on, man? Who's the worst QB where you'd consider only taking one more QB in best ball? Probably Trevor Lawrence. Probably Trevor Lawrence, but you could talk me into Anthony Richardson if you like doubled up. In terms of feeling good about it, probably Lawrence. It depends on how high I take that second QB as well. Oh, we got Geno to fall to us a little bit here. We don't have any Seahawks, though. We need wide receivers. We're going to go J-Mo, and if Goff comes back, we'll stack him to Goff, and if he doesn't, then no big deal. That's kind of where I'm at right now. You did a draft with your brother, and some dude drafted Larry Roundtree in the 9th. Oh, my God. Olave or Waddle? Probably Olave for me ever so slightly, but in a home league, I'd be tempted to play the ADP game and take Waddle and see if Olave can come back to you. 3 wide receiver superflex. These questions, I talk about this every year, but these questions are so tough, man. It's tough to just look at your, I wouldn't really make any moves. I mean, Hurts, Dobbins, Charbonnet, Waddle, Cooper. Yeah, I mean, your team's your team. Christian Kirk, Elijah Moore in the mix. Yeah. That's fine. I don't think I would really do anything there. Got Hill, Diggs, and Amon-Ra St. Brown in a live draft. Jeez, dude. Not a fan of no RB, but the value was too good. Yeah, exactly. Madison, Pearson, Javonte as your running backs. You probably did okay there then. Zay Flowers, boys, just remember. I'm starting to come around on Zay Flowers. He was never really a fade for me. But he is getting expensive here. Fellas, we're already setting week 1 lineups. Come on now, fellas. I haven't even done week 1 rankings yet. I really don't know. I gotta be honest with you guys. Like, I shouldn't say this because people caring about their week 1 lineups in the last week of August is good for fantasy sports. It's really good that you guys already care. But I have to be honest, in all my leagues, like, I'm not setting my lineups until the Thursday of kickoff. Like, there's just so much that's going to change between now and then. Players are going to get hurt. Things are going to happen. Again, I haven't sat down and gone through, like, projections and kind of, like, what we can expect in week 1 and look through that. But I guess my gut would be, like, Antonio Gibson. But, again, I really don't know. I really won't know until that week. Etienne or Ramondre? I'm personally a Ramondre guy there. No, I like Odell over Zay Jones by a good bit, personally. 10-team league, happy BR picking 7th, Bijan or Kelsey. I like Bijan there. But in a league that shallow, you can always pick Kelsey, and that's fine. Who do you like better between A.J. Brown and Garrett Wilson? A.J. Brown by a hair. Like, ever so slightly A.J. Brown. Anything weird happened in this draft so far? I always feel bad when I don't keep up with, like, the picks and stuff. Damn, so we got sniped on Goff. TD Vulture's been killing me here. You got any merch I can buy? Not currently. We do have 1 round of merch we've done. It was more of like a giveaway thing. We're actually going to announce giveaways tonight from the Patreon that are going to be eligible to get some merch. We're going to do another order, but I don't have like a website or anything to sell shirts, so most of the time they're just like giveaways and stuff. If you're on the Patreon, if you're in the community, all of that. Grayson Huber, you used the rankings tonight. Thank you, man. Bijan at 10. Dobbins at RB2. Yeah, that's perfect. Dobbins as RB2 in a hero RB build is like a perfect setup to me. All right, so we're in the 12th here. Nothing really sticks out. Mims is not going to be a guy you can get anymore, huh? Yeah, 11th round. Okay. Look, man, we've been talking about Mims all summer long, fellas. Just one of those guys. But let's go. I mean, we're just hammering the hell out of wide receivers here, but I think, like, I'm trying to think of what this team's going to be. It might be a 3-4-9-2. Is that 3-4-9-2? 3 plus 2 is 5. 4 is 9. Yeah, 3-4-9-2. Because we waited so long on QB2, but just nothing really made. Like, I think Purdy would make sense here. Purdy, Stroud. Purdy and Stroud plus A-Rich would make sense. And I really only want to take like 1 to 2 more running backs maximum. I have like an eyelash sticking out somewhere. We're all over the place, fellas. It's August. I've been grinding my whole life. How big of an indie are you for drafting Flowers over Addison? Not really an idiot at all. They're both rookie wide receivers with similar upside cases. I just prefer Addison, personally. But I understand everyone has their own cup of tea. We need merch. We'll have some. We'll have some eventually. I think by next offseason we'll have merch so you can like go on a site and like actually buy if you'd like. 2 weeks from now we will be recapping week 1. That feels good. That is true. We are starting to get there. We really are. Do you know how bad the Judy injury is? I thought it was pretty slight. It seems like he's going to be in the mix for week 1. Thoughts on Aaron Jones and Gibbs as your running backs full PPR? Depends on how the rest of the team looks, but I think that could play. But what else? What else, fellas? What else we got? Are you not allowed to change your lineup if something happens before kickoff? You can... Yeah, you can change your lineup as much as you want before kickoff. You can change... Most leagues, you can change your lineup until that player plays. So you can... Like, if you have a Detroit Lion, like you have Gibbs, who's going to play Thursday night, he's going to lock on Thursday night, but you can still move around the rest of your pieces. Got your first 10-man league draft tomorrow. Any advice? Man, we've been dropping nothing but videos on draft advice. I would check those out. It's tough to give you the full rundown here. You think Jordan Love will take the step this year? I don't know. I think he could. Yeah, fantasy season is definitely back here. I do love it, though. I love it, man. Vikings throw the ball a ton. They will. Plenty of young wide receivers this year to help us down the stretch. Yeah, there are a lot of good candidates. I don't even really like Rashee Rice, but in the 12th rounds here, I am kind of fine with him. Any concerns drafting so many rookies? Nope. Very much fine. All right, let's see. Let's see what we're looking at on the board here. We're going to have a falling Russell Wilson to possibly take. We have no Denver, though. I don't think there's really any Denver we could even late stack here. Like, I guess we could go Russ and hope for Dulcich. But that doesn't feel very good. Don't have a Saint. Don't have a Steeler. I'd rather wait. I think we're going to wait on QB. I don't think that we need one right this very second. I think we're going to take Mingo. We're just stacking up wide receivers right now. I don't know how we're going to end this. I think, like I said, I think we're going to go 2. I think we're going to go 3-4-9-2. Looking at it now, but I'm really not quite sure. We've really hammered out wide receivers here. QBs we're looking at are Purdy, Young, Stroud. Probably want 2 of those guys. Yeah, I think that works. Chance Richardson finishes as a top 5 QB. 15%, but I really don't. I don't know. I don't know what the calculus is. But I love the idea that he could be as good as Cam Newton was as a rookie. I really don't think that that's that crazy. I feel about Javonte this year. I've been really coming around on him, man. He has made a miraculous discovery, dude. Miraculous discovery. He is already ahead of Samaje Perine, working as like the 1A in this offense with like 2 weeks to go. I mean, that was like a week ago in that preseason game, but it's just absolutely insane what Javonte's doing. He's way ahead of schedule. I mean, you're getting a discount. If you can, anywhere in the 7th round, to me, Javonte Williams is an absolute smash. Why do you want the stack? What is the importance of that? You just want to match up your quarterback with their receiving option. Because when Dulcich scores a touchdown, so does Russell Wilson. So it just syncs them up on the same page together. And when you draft Russell Wilson, you're betting that the Broncos passing offense does really well, so you might as well take Denver options. That's kind of what it comes down to. I do have a video called the strategy your league mates are like too scared to use or something like that. I break down the whole idea of stacking there in a much more nuanced and research-driven way. Even in home leagues, I'm stacking. What do you think of your recent exposure since the Cook signing? I feel like you have him in every live I've watched. I'm not sure, but probably a good chunk. And a weekly ceiling. Why Nico over Dell and Mechie? I just think Nico Collins is better than them at this point. We haven't seen anything from those other two. Nico Collins had a really strong second year last year. How conscious are you of bye weeks in managed leagues? Literally not conscious of it at all. I think it all comes out as a wash. I do. The only time I'm cognizant of it is with onesie. So if I have like, my minimum is I just want to have enough players to start in a given week. So if you take your backup quarterback and your backup quarterback has the same bye week as your starting quarterback, that's obviously bad. But if like my RB2 and RB1 have the same bye week, and my RB3 and RB4 don't have that bye week, I don't care. Let's see though. Pick 162. Of course, Purdy went. Let's go Jeff Wilson. As a little mini correlation in that Miami-Baltimore game. And then we'll probably call it a day at running back there as like this like hyper fragile type build. But you could talk me into going like 3-5-8-2 instead of 3-4-9-2. So I'll leave running back tab open there. What else we got? What else? We got a super chat from Taka. What's going on, man? Hurts, Mixon, Brees, Jefferson, London, Goddard, Lockett. Your bench is B-Rob, JSN, Dobbs, Elijah Mitchell, Hyatt. Tall team PPR. It seems like Lockett's your flex, and it's just a 2 wide receiver, 1 flex league. And if that's the case, everything looks okay. I don't love Mixon. Like, he's just not a player I like, but structurally, it looks okay. Like, you got Hurts stacked to Goddard, which is nice. JSN off the bench. I'm not a huge fan of Dobbs, but I think he works here. So, yeah, Mixon's the only one I don't really like. I'm curious to know where you drafted him, but, I mean, the team looks structured well. They're all right to each other for me, Brian, but I have it, as of right now, I have it Olave, Higgins, Smith. Are you doing another one after this? Nah, just this one. I do want to get up early tomorrow to get to work for you guys. You think Brown and Woods are running ahead of Dell and Mechie? Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that depth chart looks like right now, but I know that Nico Collins has been looking good. I have them in the order you listed them. Give Ron a thumbs up and subscribe for the great content he's providing. Thank you, man. I do appreciate that. What else we got in this chat, man? What else we got? What else? Oof. Mixing 301 is tough for me, Taco. It is tough for me, Taco, but, I mean, like, you structured it well. I'm not sure if you watch the videos. I imagine you maybe do. All right, we'll go Alec Pierce past ADP here, just because it feels like I have to. So we'll take him. Now we're done at wide receiver. Probably going to be a 3-4-9-2. We're really pushing it at running back, but I don't know. I mean, we took 3 early-ish. We need these running backs to hit if we take them early. All of them could crush. I am kind of fine with the bed that we've made here. I don't know what we're going to do for backup QB. I have a couple of ideas. Yeah, all right, we'll be good. We should be good. Yeah, again, I hate redirecting you guys to videos and be like, oh, well, just check out this video instead. But, like, it's just a much more nuanced way where, you know, I'm not just off the top of my dome piece here at, like, 11:15, where I don't have the bandwidth currently to, like, go through the entirety of Underdog and then why stacking works in it. Like, I can give you the too long didn't read version, but it's not going to help much. But I do have videos on Underdog 101, just, like, how the whole thing works and, like, my strategy there, and then also stacking strategy. First year playing best ball, how exactly are the lineups decided? Just whoever scores the most in a given week on your team. It just sets the best lineup for you. So, like, as the week goes on, like, if you were to check a team, it just automatically always has the highest scoring player. So then, like, Monday night will come around, and if that quarterback scores more than your starting quarterback already, it just moves him ahead of him. And then, like, by the time all the games are done, it just has your lineup with the highest point players possible. I think I did that well. You said, Ron, just letting you know, Colts finally released Jelani's injury, torn hamstring. God damn, not playing him week 1, or not playing week 1, avoid him, yeah. I'll be done drafting Jelani Woods, but that does suck to hear. Bless me. Thank you. I do love that Quinnen Williams clip, man. He is my dog for that. Were people that scared of Jacobs' contract or something? Yeah, it's crazy. You doing any guillotine leagues this year? I am not. Mixon was 47th in breakaway run rate, 65th missed tackles forced per attempt, 64th elusiveness rating. Yeah, man, he's a really tough bet, Joe Mixon, dude. People forgot how frustrating it was to have him last year. He is past his prime decidedly, which makes him a dead zone running back to me. I want guys with juice, efficiency, league-winning upside if I'm taking one in the dead zone. And I don't think Mixon has that. But I do understand the bull case. I really do. I understand, but to me, it smells like a trap. We did the research. We look at dead zone running backs, and the ones that were undisputed bell cows in their backfields, if they weren't getting drafted highly, it's probably for a reason, right? Like, Mixon is in a really good spot, and yet he's still a third round, third, fourth round pick. God bless you. Thank you, brother. Show the top of the draft, please. Yeah, once I take this, I'll show you. Could take Granson. I could take Granson. I could. It's 11:17 p.m. Eastern where I'm at. So what are we looking at on the way back? We're pretty much praying for Bryce Young, to be honest with you. Goes Dawson Knox. All right. Guy already has 3 QBs. All right, so let's go Bryce Young. And then we'll figure something out from there. I don't think Richardson and Bryce Young is enough. I think I probably need a third. It would be kind of crazy to go all rookie QBs here, though. I mean, it's sort of whatever. Like, I'm trying to look through, like, what I need. Carolina. If I wanted to get really crazy, we could go, or not really crazy, but we could go Desmond Ridder to stack with Bijan. But I would kind of just prefer Stroud there. Like, that's same to me, like, sort of rookie QB, but not really. Bryce Long, which trio? Chase, Pollard, Olave, or Bijan, Wilson, Ridley? Chase side for me, but it's like super lateral. Like, all of them, like Bijan, like I like Chase decidedly over Bijan. I like Pollard decidedly over Wilson. Olave and Ridley are like in the same tier for me. But yeah, I'll take Chase side. Yeah, exactly. Don't spam the chat, fellas. Like, I'm gonna get to it. Don't worry. I will. The Jefferson-Addison combo, I don't think it's good or bad. Like, stacking pass catchers together doesn't do much for me. It's really more of, like, QB to pass catcher. Yeah, no, Kylan Granson's a guy you should be picking up in Dynasty Leagues for sure. How godly is this draft shaping up? I don't know. It's looking pretty god tier right now. It's looking pretty god tier right now to me. That's honestly any draft that we do. But yeah, this is how we started. I know some people wanted me to scroll up. We started with Bijan. So we started with Bijan at 6 into Waddle, Andrews, Brees, Ayuk, Dobbins, Pittman, Elijah Moore, A-Rich, Nico Collins, J-Mo, Rashi Rice, Mingo, Jeff Wilson, Alec Pierce, Bryce Young. That's where we're at. You have stacked a Ritter to Bijan previously. I could think about it. Possible just A-tier? It is possible that this is just an A-tier draft. I might have to change the title after this to A-tier. An A-tier draft. It just doesn't have the same ring. I don't know. I love Gibbs and JT over Gibbs every time for me. A 10-man draft seems pretty good this year. Projected half, projected 1-2. You gotta be honest with you, I don't mean to. I don't know, the projections and the draft grades when you do a mock draft and grade your team. I don't care about any of it, to be honest. I think it's all kind of nonsense. It's all just based on somebody else's rankings, you know. How do you feel about filling in bench spots in home leagues before you have an RB2? I love it. It's actually a big part of kind of the strategies we talk about on this channel. 100%. You should be just making your team as good as possible before worrying about your starting spots. That gets you in trouble, especially RB2 when we know that it's very replaceable. Running backs get hurt, their handcuffs then ascend up the depth chart and become startable options. Punting RB2 is something that we preach hard on this channel. And drafting players onto your bench before your RB2 spot is very much fine. All right, so we're gonna go Stroud here. No, can we get Stroud to fall back to us? How many of y'all got QBs? Some of you guys have 2. Some of you have 3. How are y'all doing at tight end? All right, we're going to try and push Stroud back to us. We're going to go Hayden Hurst here to stack to Bryce Young. We get our second QB in, and then we're just looking for our third QB in CJ Stroud here. It's a little bit weird going with the top 3 QBs in this draft in A-Rich, Young, and Stroud, but I think that's fine. The worst draft Ron ever did was an 8-tier draft. And that's being bold there, too, man. Would you rather draft Henry in the first in your home league or drink beer only for a year? No cider or Celsius? Damn. I think I'd rather draft Henry in the first. I think I could draft Henry in the first of my home league and still make it work. I do. The other option is I just wouldn't drink for an entire year, which I guess isn't terrible. I'm honestly not a big drinker. But yeah, probably Derrick Henry in my home league and sort of figure it out from there. It'd be an interesting challenge. It would be an interesting challenge to be like, hey, you know what? I'll spot you a first-round Derrick Henry, and I'll still win this league. Yeah, exactly. It's just where the draft sort of leads you down. And if there's better players on the board, don't feel pressured. What I'm trying to say is just don't feel pressured to fill out your starting roster if there is good value on the board. Favorite late pick tight ends in a non-best ball format? Luke Musgrave, Jawan Johnson, Greg Dulcich. I still like him. Yeah, I would say one of those 3. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? James Cook over Dalvin Cook. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. It does feel a little weird, though. Malik Flowers, deep dynasty wide receiver. Get out of here, Chris. I'd rather roster Ron Stewart than Malik Flowers. I know you answered this. 10-man half PPR, Bijan. Yeah, I mean, you crushed this draft, man. I don't really have any quarrels with it. Go Mac Jones if I get Stroud sniped? Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Got the Ron live notification as soon as I got to the gym. We finally here, though. Love to see it, man. Respect the grind, dude. I would kill to be back in the gym. I've just been... And I know it's excuses, you know. Everybody can make time. Everybody has their own busy schedules. But I was in the gym, probably, anywhere from, 3 to 5 days a week. From, May through July. But I gotta be honest, I don't think I've been to the gym. Since we started streaming every day, I don't think I've been to the gym. I know I could be a sicko and just find time to make time going to the gym, but anytime I go to the gym is time away from making good videos for you guys, and I don't want to put out a bad product just because we're putting out a ton of content this month. I'd rather put my body on the back burner for a month. Don't worry, once the season starts, we're going to get back in the gym. We're going to get swole. Check in next spring, summer. We're going to be swole as hell, boy. All right, so, damn, you guys can't really see what we're doing here. All right, so we're going to take Stroud if he gets here. You took Henry just for the challenge? What a crazy thing to do. I do respect it. I have no choice but to respect that, but... All right, so there's the team. That's kind of a fun team we just drafted there. Have you ever done 14-team leagues? I haven't done a 14-team league, so it's tough for me to speak on that. Best kick returner since Hester is Malik Flowers? Malik Flowers has to be a fake guy again. I think you guys are doing me dirty again here. But I do appreciate you guys watching. We will cover the final team here. This was an Underdog Fantasy Best Ball Draft. I don't have to set waivers on this team. I don't have to do anything with this team. It's a beautiful, beautiful time to be alive. Well, let's show off this team real quick. This is it. To the right-hand side here. It's a 3-4-9-2 build. It was a little bit weird for me, but we kind of went hyper fragile, which I've been dabbling a little bit more with recently. We go Bijan, Breece Hall, J.K. Dobbins, Jeff Wilson. We went triple rookie QB, which is an interesting idea there. I think that we'll be okay with Richardson, Bryce Young, and Stroud. All of them are stacked up, where Stroud is stacked to Nico Collins. We have Bryce Young to Hayden Hurst and John Mingo. And we have Anthony Richardson to Alec Pierce and Michael Pittman. So it's a fun team. Pretty thin at running back. When you take Bijan and then like 2 sort of in the dead zone-ish, you can get away with doing 4 running backs. I would have preferred 5, but just so much wide receiver value got to us that we had to take. I don't know. Not my favorite team in the world. Is it a god tier team? Maybe not, but I think it is. I think it will. It's a god tier team. Just put respect on my name. But before we run out of here, we have a couple of housekeeping things to do. First of all, check out Underdog Fantasy. That's where we drafted this team. As always, Underdog Fantasy, the best sponsor in the game. They funded our entire trip down the shore for this draft party video that's coming out this week, so be on the lookout for that. But Underdog Fantasy, use promo code RON. We have the link pinned in the live chat, description, comment section down below. These drafts are best ball, so you draft them, and that's it. You can prepare for your home league with the sharpest ADP out there. It's all up to date. Everyone's 18 plus, 21 plus, real money on the line in this ADP, so it's the sharpest ADP in the entire game. You can hop into some drafts, do some $3 drafts, get a feel for what a room feels like, and then you hop into your home league, and you now know where players should be going. It just kind of conditions you for how a draft should look like, so you can take advantage of soft home league. So check that out. Again, Underdog, promo code RON. They will match your deposit up to $100 when you use promo code RON. Links, live chat, description, comment section down below. Now, some housekeeping. We've hit 1,000 patrons. So we're going to put the first 1,000 patrons that are on my Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart, for anybody that wants to check it out. Well, we're now going to put the first 1,000 into a spreadsheet, and then we're going to put all of those names on a wheel, and that's how we're going to do this. It's pretty crazy what we're doing here, but we have a bunch of giveaways to go through right now. If you guys don't want to watch this part, you can, but I just want to document this for the giveaway. So let's get this. We'll get this name of people out here. Morris County represent. Yes, sir, buddy. So let's see here for a second. Let's do... All right, so I have the CSV. Let's put it on the Google Drive. My bad. I should have figured this out before I went live, but it's all good, man. It's all good. We're going to be spinning for one person's going to be splitting a $1,200 high-stakes team with me. I'm covering the buy-in. We're splitting the winnings. We're co-managing it together. He's going to be hopping on stream where we draft that team, which should be really fun. So let's see. We're going to make... okay, so I have to find the original post so I can figure out what we need to actually spin for here. I believe the giveaway is going to consist of 3 people getting jerseys, 3 people... 3 people getting jerseys, 10 people getting merch, and 1 person splitting this high stakes with me, which should be really fun. Oh, you're in Mount Olive? That's like right down the road. Mount Olive had a kid when we were growing up playing football, dude. That was fucking massive, bro. Massive. He was like worst sports guy was like had damn near a... So let's see. I want to make sure that everybody is active. All right, so I have an idea here. Hopefully I don't screw this up, but I'm pretty good in the spreadsheets. You guys know I'm good in the spreadsheets, so we are just going to find the first 1,000 active patrons. Because I feel, yeah, this is pretty much Yaxed out. No, we're not doing an elimination wheel. Yeah, people joined after 1K. I want to do it, but it kind of would be unfair to the guys who came in early, you know? Especially since I've kept on pushing this off and, like, waiting. But, okay. So, patrons since this date. It's all in order. Perfect. Who's our most OG patrons here? Damn. Alright, so, next thing, order of business. 1, 2, and then hopefully that counts all the way up. Alright, perfect. Oh, I'm a freak in the sheets, fellas. I got this figured out on lock here. Okay, so now I found the top 1,000. Or the first 1,000. I do appreciate all of you guys. You guys are the best. Hopefully people don't care about having their names shown, but it's not going to be for a while, so just bear with the boy. Alright. First 1,000. We're now copying that, and I think we can just bring that to the wheel. I do wonder if the wheel, this wheel will let us put 1,000 names in. Random wheel spinner. I think it should let us. Oh boy. It's like still loading. Oh, the page is unresponsive. Damn it. Oh, I think it did it. Alright, perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, fellas, here is the wheel. Here is the wheel. Oh my god. Alright, so let's try to get everybody's names out of here. I don't want to, again, I don't want to dox anybody. Look at this, dude. So here is the wheel. 1,000 names are on the wheel. Yep, 1,000 entries here. So before I do this, let's just set up a Google document real quick that has pretty much just a list of who's going to be winning each thing. That's a big ass wheel. You know Noah Brown? Noah Brown's actually buddies with my friend's sister's brother. I know that he went to like Pope John. Noah Brown is a guy from around Jersey that I'll always put on for. I know the Njokus are too. Okay, so the next thing that I need to do is figure out what I'm actually offering for these giveaways. We'll save the best for last as well. So we'll do. So first we'll do the 10 random patrons. 10 patron. 10 getting basement merch. 3 getting signed jerseys. And if your name gets picked for one of these other ones, then you get removed from the pool. It's not fair to get like a bunch, you know. Not that that should happen. 3 getting signed jerseys. And then we have 1 splitting a team with me. All right, here we go. Your friend's sister's... No, my friend's sister's brother's friend is what I meant to say. My friend's sister's brother's friend. Okay. So, here's the wheel of 1,000 names. And then here's the list that we'll just be updating. All right, so let's do first the 10 guys getting the merch, all right? These are your first 10 guys getting merch. I'll reach out to you guys tomorrow. All right, first spin. Look at how crazy this wheel is, dude. Who's it gonna be? Andrew Peachy. You, sir. You, sir, are getting merch, brother. Come on down. Boom. Andrew Peachy. Let's actually chill with that. All right. Next one. Here we go. The next one. Let's actually put me here. All right. Next one. Here we go. Don't worry, though. We will have a giveaway for 2,000 patrons. Maybe I'll add to it and be a nice guy. I'll probably add to it. Right now, it's just being a part of another high-stakes team with me. But maybe I'll add in some of these as well. Like we can add some merch in that one, too, for you guys. Well, let's remove Noah. Third one here. Yeah, the wheel. It's literally the Wheel of Torture. We are maxing out the wheel technology on this website. I'll just tell you that. I will say, so far I don't recognize any of these names. I do know a few and far between. Boom. Alex Goodrich. Let's go. That's not me. If I ever run into you at Motown ever, I'm gonna say what's up. Then yeah, definitely say what's up, man. How do I join the Discord? I'm a silver member. I have the. It should be pinned in the It should be pinned in the Patreon how to do it, but it's you can link the two through desktop pretty easy by going to Patreon and kind of searching it up. It is at the top. I have a post saying like how to join. Look for that and then get back to me, I'd say. We got Ty Kenny in here. What's up, brother? Do we know Peachy? I'm just impressed the wheel can handle that many options. Yeah, me too. I don't know how it's handling this many options. I really don't. I mean, this is a free site. Shout out to them. All right, so now we're 5 through here. See what we got. Do we know Peachy? How do you enter the wheel? By being one of the first 1,000 patrons on my Patreon. Patreon.com/Ron Stewart. That's where everybody's getting their rankings for their home leagues this year. I will be doing another giveaway at 2,000 if you want to join. We're actually really close to 2,000 right now, which is crazy. I do appreciate you guys doing that. All right, so here's our 7th. Any more drafts? No, I'm not doing any more tonight. A lot of names on this wheel. Yeah, I mean, it's literally 1,000. Who's this one going to be? Christian Brown. I feel like maybe I know that name, but I'm not sure. So this is our number 7 here. Who's it gonna be? Kyle Bindy. I know Kyle Bindy. I think that might be Bindles. I could be wrong, but Kyle Bindy might be Bindles, who comments here a bunch. Again, I could be wrong though. I don't know for a fact, but I think so. All right, so these are all guys getting merch. And I guess I'll put this on the bottom of the screen. Again, patreon.com. You can get all your rankings here, but you can also be in the next giveaway as well if you wanted to be on the wheel and be a part of what's going on here. Oh, damn it. All right, so our final merch recipient here. Who is it going to be? Again, I'll be sending stuff out to you guys if you won tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that. I'm not going to do it tonight. It's like already late. I was debating getting a video up too. I actually want to put that in chat real quick. So let me put this in the chat. I can post a video tonight. I might post it if you guys want to see. I'm going to put a poll. Let me know if you actually want to see it tonight, if you'd actually watch it. I can post it as soon as we're done here. Have a video in the hopper. Would you watch it tonight? Alright, I'll check on that after we're done with this giveaway here. Alright, so now this is going to be for our 3 signed jerseys. I don't know who we're going to do in terms of signed jerseys, but they're usually just players that I like, that I get for people. And it's pretty easy to set up, so here we go. For 3 names getting signed jerseys here. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Man, this wheels looks crazy with this many names on it. I will say that. Tyler Clehane. I'll be reaching out to you tomorrow, asking who you want to see, or who you want on your signed jersey. All right, another one. Any players you guys have in mind? I was thinking like Pollard. I was thinking Debo. Chandler Will. I know a Chandler, but I don't know if it's this Chandler. Might be. Chandler Will. Remove that. And then our last one for a jersey. And then we have the big one. A guy who is going to be hopping on stream with me and drafting a high stakes with us next Sunday, actually. Will be the last guy that we get here. All right, so this is for all the marbles, fellas. This one guy. We're going to do a silver bullet high stakes team on NFC. I'm covering the buy-in. He just has to show up and draft a team with me, and then we will split the winnings 50-50. Who's it going to be? Who is going to be the lucky guy that's hopping on stream with us? Nick Patrizzo. I don't recognize that name. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I'm not sure. But I will reach out to you and ask if you'd be comfortable getting on camera. And we set up a little little StreamYard thing and draft a team together. So that should be fun. There it is. Whoever's in the Discord, whoever's in the Patreon, you can screenshot this. I will be doing a post tomorrow morning on the Patreon, giving you guys an update on the giveaway here. 76% are saying that they would watch it tonight. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to end this stream, and then I'm going to literally post that video as soon as I can. And when I do, make sure you go watch it. Spike the algorithm. Everybody go there. I'll try and drop a link to it in the chat, but make sure you go there. Check it out. Let's ramp this video up for the algorithm because I'm posting it really late. It's 11:42 p.m. Eastern. I really shouldn't post it, but a lot of you guys said you're going to watch it, so make sure you go check it out. As soon as I'm going to click end here in a second. Make sure you go check it out. As always, I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.